It is officially spring, and although many of us are happy about being able to spend more time outside, that means allergy season is really going to start picking up. We have a Pharmacy 9 line happening right now, so you can call the number on your screen to ask any questions you may have about spring allergies and medication. In studio with us now is Peter Rice, and he's from CU's School of Pharmacy, and he's joining us now, and you're going to answer some of our questions. So what do we need to know about allergies in spring? All I know is that soon as spring comes, itchy eyes, itchy nose, watery. What do we need to know?
Yes, as soon as the trees and grasses get the memo that spring is here, they'll start putting out pollen, and most people are allergic to some type of pollen. And it'll be a case where spring comes around and all of a sudden you have itchy eyes, sometimes either in the morning or the evening, and you're wondering what it is you should do about it.
So what should we do about it? You were just making a mention that we need to be taking our medication before we get all those symptoms.
Yeah, one of the unique things about antihistamines, they will work much better if the patient takes them before they really feel like they have to take it. So if you develop your allergies in the afternoons because you're allergic to a tree that puts out pollen in the afternoons, taking your antihistamine at noontime, so it's in full effect by the time the pollen comes out, well, it will work much better for patients. So
really kind of listening to our bodies to understand when we should be taking that medication?
Yes, you can pay attention and sort of have an idea of which allergies you have. Some patients will have allergies in the morning because certain trees and grasses pollinate then other patients may have them at other times of the day.
And you're saying these medications have been around forever, and I think for some of us we feel like, oh, they've just come out, but they've been here forever.
Yeah, the original antihistamines were developed during World War II because they have anti-nausea activity, and for troops landing on foreign shores, they developed these as seasickness drugs, but they also had great antihistamine activity and have been used ever since for that. Benadryl is the old antihistamine. The old antihistamines tend to cause drowsiness. The newer antihistamines, second generation ones like Claritin, Allegra, and Zyrtec, are considered non-drowsy, and most patients can take them without falling asleep.
Yeah, are there specific ones that we should be taking for certain symptoms, or they're kind of all the same?
No, one of the important things for patients to remember about antihistamines is that it is symptomatic relief. If you're taking an antihistamine and it's not working for you, try a different antihistamine, because you may find that one works very well for you and others either don't work as well or produce some sort of side effect.
You know, I sneeze all the time, and my family has said forever we all have allergies, but none of us have been tested. Do you recommend us to go get tested or just use one of the antihistamines?
If your allergies are very severe and you might be able to avoid what it is that you're allergic to, then it's worth testing so that you can avoid that substance. But to know which tree you're allergic to is not really going to help you very much at this time.
Do you have allergies?
I do.
You do?
Almost everyone has allergies.
Yeah, and so what do you do to combat that when spring comes?
I take antihistamines, and my favorite antihistamine is Claritin, and I take the generic. A patient should be encouraged, don't feel like you have to get the brand name drug.
It's a good money-saving tip.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you,
and don't
Kristen.
forget, we have Line 9 happening right now. If you have any questions about your allergies, go ahead and give them a call. Tom, do you have allergies?
They come and go for me, which is tough as a golfer. But some seasons I'm a little more allergic, and some seasons I don't even notice. So,
Tom, you live a hard life.
It's like a lot of things. I have no idea what's going on. Thanks very much, Peter.
Okay.
Thanks, Kristen.
Thanks, Tom.